Have you been a good boy? You've been a helper kitty, haven't you? That's right. You've been helping with the pool, chasing the mice away. The sounds of summer? Well, a little bit. The upstairs is on. The pool pump is on. I got a new basket for it. The flamingos came back. My flower turned around. And the red tree shit. Last night we had a storm that came through the area that had 60-mile-an-hour winds, incredible lightning, and the pool is slightly overfilled. So there's a lot of red shit on the surface of the water. Ignoring that, holy shit, we are getting really close. I vacuumed manually one more time and got most of it up. I brushed the slanty parts of the pool, and we're just left with this junk. So I don't know if another manual vacuum or just brushing it. I think we'll try brushing it first and then a manual vacuum. I kind of brushed this area, which is why it doesn't look too bad. You know, there's some spots, of course, but in time. So if you look through the tree shit, I mean, look at this. But it is time to backwash anyway, so after I do that, it would be right below that. Oh, and the basket. See, it's a funny story, because this thing broke, okay, which I showed you. That broke, and then I got a new basket. So the new one came. And it's all white and not yellowed. And the handle came with it, but it wasn't connected. And I said, they come out? And you see it's not really skimming much because the water is above the top of the skimmer. So I said, well, this thing is broken, so let me take the handle out of that. And I put it on that one. And I got a new basket for that anyway. So now I have a basket that's still good, but I'll probably put the new one in just because. So that's getting close to being able to be backwashed. I think we're going to do a little brushing. And I say we because Lexmarks567 is in town again. So we get to put him to work now. Love that kind. See, and then there it goes. The clouds of green it. So we'll try to get that over to the main drain and then we'll backwash, because it kind of sort of settles in the area. As you see, there's like the cloud, but that was a miraculous recovery from what it was. How and why it just happened that way, I don't know, but it did. But look at this area that he just did here is like completely a lot better already. So we're going to do this and see what it looks like. Oh, Susan. Uh-oh. It wasn't in the active window. So the water was almost crystal clear, but now that we've been brushing it, or that Lex has been brushing it, now you can see like down where the main drain is, it's sort of cloudy, but that's okay because it's time to backwash. You can see more clouds rolling in, as you see. So we're just waiting for the weather in the pool to improve, you know, like that. And now we're going to backwash and put some chlorination in and call her good. Let her run overnight again. Now we're both running. So now it's time to backwash. We'll shut the solar, because that don't need to be on, and wait for that to close. And then we'll go over to backwash. Wait for it. There we go. Nice. but I think that'll do. Now ribbons. Sometimes it gets a swirly whirly, and other times it doesn't. This time it doesn't. And backwash again. There they go.
But the biggest one is the cocaine. There they go.
So we're going to finish that up. Now we get to put in some DE. I went through the remainder of the box I had, which was half full, easy. And I'm halfway through this one with everything I did so far. So we're going to do about 3.5 today, just because there's some extra load on it. It's been calling for 5, but I found no benefit in that for whatever reason. So that's about a half or so. And close that. Now I'll get all the goodies in. And mush out the basket. That seems pretty good and mushed. This new basket, if I get some of the stuff out, came with this thing in it. It spins. Anti-vortex thing? Perhaps? Like a new millennial style basket or something? I don't know. It's a little odd, but it has that. I'm sure the new one does also for the other skimmer. So that's back. The water is 78 degrees. I put the thermometer guy in. Obviously it's cloudy now, but that's going to take care of itself. And if you look right over here, all the stuff is now going in the skimmer. And all the stuff down over there is going to make its way in, because now the water is below, not the thickness of my finger, almost. But we could send this like over there and it'll make its way. And all the goodies at the bottom of the pool will hopefully get sucked up by Robot, which I hope to be dropping in the next day or so. So we're going to let this chooch for a little bit, and then we're going to do some chlorination. Okay, time to put in some chlorinations. So we're going to shut that. I'm going to put it on recirc because I'm going to be adding shock also. But we need to add some... Oh, man! I hear air. That's what's airing. Alright, we'll look at that later. I thought the O-ring on that looked a bit wonky. So we're probably going to need one of them. And we'll open this up, and I usually wait a moment for the water to go down in there so it doesn't splash as much. So one of these years, maybe it'll go. Oh, it's going down now. Okay, I'm tired of waiting. So we'll just kind of do it this way. You know, it's like dropping a deuce with your ass in the water kind of thing. And of course the fun part is it's a bit windy, so these are going to get blown all over the place. And you know, my luck, the AC is going to turn on and just blow them over the fence, and then I got to go chase after them. There we go, see? know what you should do. You should take your AC and move it to the other side of the house so this doesn't happen again. This way you don't have to go all over to do that. Yeah, but why would I do that if it works? Well, this way you don't get the splashy splash. This one's kind of broken deep. Alright. The rattling is that. That rattles as it wants to. Close that up. Turn it back on recirc, and then we'll get shock to put in. And now we add the shock slowly. Boop. Boop. It's like powdered detergent for the pool. And then we'll stir it up, make sure all that is gone. Bits that get in there. Water, and just a second I'll have that cleaned out. The whole skimmer is emptied of shock. We'll let that chooch for a little bit, and we'll put it back on filtration and leave it be. And that's it. This was really like my normal weekly maintenance for the pool. I mean, as long as this video was, it really didn't take much longer than that. The whole getting everything set up and vacuuming and everything else, that's hell. But as far as like the weekly maintenance like this, nothing. There's nothing to it. It takes like 10 minutes, you know, every week or so. Big deal. It's not that much work. If you hire a pool dick to do your pool cleaning and all that, well, A, you're going to pay, and B, you're not going to have a lot of work. And then you can just do the weekly maintenance like that, and you're all set. I have some dirts. But that kind of concludes the weekly maintenance. And we're getting the pool shaped up. The water's cloudy now because we had brushed, and that's going to filter out overnight. All the stuff, like I said, is going in the skimmer. And that's it. Tomorrow, weather permitting and everything else permitting, and I think it should be nice weather, we'll drop in Robot for the first time in 2019. So stay tuned for that.